right, good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Craig Parkinson. I have the fortunate pleasure and opportunity to be the building principal here at Upper Darby High School. Let me start by saying that everyone here is a special guest, but I'm going to take some time to acknowledge some special guests, some other special guests for our Teens and Police Service Academy third graduation. You are the third class to graduate through this unique program, so it's an honor and a privilege to be here. This is our second year for this program here at in Upper Darby. So I want to welcome Dr. McGarry, who's our superintendent of schools. Dr. McGarry, Mr. Superintendent Bernhardt will be here speaking to us this morning. Not yet. I'm just acknowledging all of our special guests. Councilmember Banto is here with us. Councilmember Brannis is here with us. Councilmember Blackwell. And I want to, give a special on all of our council members are up top. And I want to acknowledge our parents. I want to thank each and every one of you parents for being here this morning. This is truly a special occasion, and the support that you've provided our students through this process has been tremendous. Obviously, our Upper Darby Police Department, who are joining us this morning, I want to thank each and every one of you for all that you do for the community, for the students, and for our school, and obviously being a part of this program and bringing this program to Upper Darby High School. A special thank you to Mr. Kadish and Lieutenant Stevens, who actually facilitate this program every day, who are working with our students. Again, I want to give you a special thank you to both of you for making this happen. Definitely a round of applause for what you do. And before I turn this over to Dr. McGarry, our superintendent of schools, I just want to acknowledge the beauty of this program. This is my first year here in Upper Darby. Last year, when I had the opportunity to transition, I was with with Dr. Alloway, who took me to visit the classroom. And I tell you, he raved about this program. And when I had the opportunity to see the impact that it has, not only on the school community, but the community as a whole, to have the opportunity to build a relationship with the police department is an amazing opportunity. I love the fact that, it just sets us up for positivity all the time. And I think it's what you guys have received out of this. I'm sure this is what you've gained from it. And I'm sure the police department and police officers have learned a great deal from each and every one of you as well. So, again, I want to thank you all for being here this morning. I'm going to turn this over to Dr. McGarry, our superintendent of schools. Thank you.
I'll keep my comments brief. First, to the students, thank you very much. Right now, in the United States of America, there are two professions that are probably in the most need and probably two of the most important. I would argue two of the most important in this country. One, I'll selfishly say being an educator and being a teacher. So I'll put that plug out there for you that hopefully the teachers you've come across here in the school district, you value what they do for you and what you do for them, and you consider that as a career path. And I also think being involved as an emergency responder and a police officer in a community is another unbelievable leadership opportunity to give back to your community, make a difference, and to work with your community and work with people. So if you think about anything today, two professions I'd like you to consider: teaching or becoming a police officer. So it'd be great if you could come back here and work in our community. I also want to say what's always made Upper Darby School District unique is definitely the relationships and the partnerships that we have. There have been times when they've been more unique than others. Over the last several years, I can honestly tell you that the relationship we have with our current Chief of Police, Tim Bernhardt, and the police officers that we have, it's outstanding. I don't think there's a day that goes by that we don't have an interaction where we need you to come to our schools, to work with our children, and keep our staff and everybody safe in a positive way. And those interactions are invaluable. So when this program came about, I know Superintendent Bernhardt and Lieutenant La, and obviously Mrs. Simone, who's up at the top there, who is the Director of Secondary Schools. Bringing this program together took a lot of work. Months of conversations, months of programming, finding the right teachers and how to make it happen. And then obviously it took us the opportunity to find students who are willing to engage. And so hearing it's the third year, hopefully we can continue to expand it. I know that I don't want to put any more pressure on you, but if we continue to expand this, it's so important that we see our local law enforcement as the positive resource and support that they are. And then if you interact with them in the classrooms the way that you do, and you pass that on to your friends and to your families, it makes our community stronger and better. We could not do what we do here in this community without the partnership and the relationship that we have. And it really goes to the men and women who worked in our police department, and that comes from the leadership definitely with Superintendent Bernhardt, Tim Bernhardt, who works with us. I want to say thank you to him. Lieutenant Law, thank you very much for doing this, and I know it's a lot. Doing what you do day to day, working with teenagers, I'm sure is a reward. It's also not easy. So thank you for your patience, and thank you to the officers that are involved. And Tim, thank you for what you've done. I'll turn it over to you, but I just want to say thank you. And if we can give them a round of applause, the police in our school district that come in every day, that'd be awesome. So Tim, thank you. Come on up.
Thank you, Dr. McGarry. And again, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. I want to start by first, give yourself a hand, all of you, all right? Can't tell you how proud we are of all of you today. I won't be repetitive like Dr. McGarry had said, but one of the things that we wanted to do as a police department when I took over in 2019 was rethink how we serve the community. And again, the partnership that we have here, that I have with Dr. McGarry and all the officials here, this is an example of that. One thing that we did not want was to have an interaction or to have children have interactions and it be a negative one. This is an approach where we want, and we know all of you now are familiar with us, we're familiar with you, whether it be down at the McDonald's, whether it be at the mall, whether it be waiting for the bus, wherever you see us, now you have a name and a face to put together and you can say, hey, how are you, Officer Tim or Officer Lau or Officer Bateman? That's what we want. How do we as police officers, how do we as a police department know that this is working? Look at the amount of students that are here. Like Dr. McGarry said, when we were first trying to put this program together, we had to go through a lot of red tape, not only within the police department, but with the school because the state and the guidelines. And this curriculum now is in place. We know it's working because kids are signing up for this program now, where when we first started, we were putting kids into it. And that is a testament to the partnership and the relationship that we as a police department and the school district has. To all the parents that are here today, also give your parents a hand, right? It's a reflection of you, of why they're here. And that's what we want to build on. I can't thank my team enough. Like Dr. McGarry said, when we first started this, I had to go around to my team and figure who was going to be the right piece for this and who would be willing to take on this challenge with me. And Lieutenant Stevens, I think at the time Sergeant Stevens, big smile ear to ear, and she has been unbelievable. So again, could we give Lieutenant Stevens a hand? I can't thank you enough for what you do all day and the team that you've assembled as well. One of my first assignments when I was a police officer in Upper Darby was the mountain bike unit. And that was our community engagement back then. And the community, our mountain bike unit is still engaged and they're heavily engaged in this TAPS program. So again, it's a credit to all of you and I want to thank you. Dr. Parkinson's, you as well, first year here, it's been a great partnership. Thank you for allowing us to continue this and work with your team as well. And we've been very, very successful. I will sit down because I promised I would be brief. Again, I can't say how proud I am of you. I hope you spread this word to other people. And one question, so they already introduced it. Do you remember the topic I spoke of? Anyone? Come on, someone has to know it. There you go, thank you. See that? Now I know you're paying attention, and even in class too, so thank you. And again, congratulations. I think you're up. Yep, Mr. Kadish, if you could speak.
Thank you. Thank you, Superintendent Bernhardt. Good morning. Welcome, parents, guardians, friends, and members of the Upper Darby School District and the Upper Darby Police Department. My name is Joe Kadish. I'm a member of the Upper Darby High School faculty, where I teach the TAPS course alongside the Upper Darby Police Department, as well as being a member of the Health and Physical Education Department. Thank you all for attending the Upper Darby High School Fall Semester Teens and Police Service graduation. To give you a little background on the course, the TAPS Academy was founded in 2011 by the late Brian Lumpkin and criminologist Dr. Everett Penn out of Houston, Texas. In the spring of 2012, the first Teens and Police Academy was launched at a Houston school district. It has since grown in size, now to 34 schools. The main goals of the program are to teach crime prevention skills, build community through service learning, promote and enhance school safety, and the essential goal being, as mentioned, to reduce the social distance between youth and police. The course offers students a unique opportunity to be in close proximity to law enforcement officers during positive interaction. Students gain valuable insights into the world of law enforcement while also acquiring fundamental skills that make the community safer and themselves less susceptible to crime. This course is also beneficial for students who have a career interest in law enforcement, as it provides students with a foundation of principles and practices. With that being said, the Upper Darby Police Department and the Upper Darby School District collaborated to teach important life skills to our students. To name a few: conflict resolution, victimization, active shooter, communication, decision-making, critical thinking, service learning, and problem solving. The students also learn important concepts about keeping a healthy mind and body. It's important to recognize this exceptional, invaluable partnership the Upper Darby School District and the Upper Darby Police Department have offered our youth. One that cannot be replicated or as strong by either one acting alone. The program offers a knowledgeable group of Upper Darby officers where they present their unique backgrounds and real-world experiences to educate and connect with our students. The students and I recognize the sincerity presented by the officers on a daily basis, and it was a pleasure to work alongside Lieutenant Stevens, Officers Bateman, O'Gara, and Colella. I'd like to point out some positive attributes that Lieutenant Stevens brings to the students of Upper Darby High School. Lieutenant Stevens is experienced, professional, knowledgeable, caring, and certainly passionate. So thank you, Lieutenant Stevens. The Upper Darby Police Department offers informative, hands-on activities to help with student engagement. Students were able to participate in a crime scene investigation and learn how to properly extinguish a fire. Students safely experienced the dangers of operating a motor vehicle while impaired. Students wore intoxication goggles while operating both a golf cart and what I call a manual buggy. We also learned to stay clear of student Arham Udin when he is operating a motor vehicle. So in this slide, you can visibly capture Mr. Case running for his life. And Mr. Case is still receiving counseling services over this, by the way, Arham. Just kidding. Arham did a wonderful job. We made a memorable trip to Harrisburg to tour and learn insights about our state capitol. Our students engaged with PA House of Representatives Heather Boyd of District 163 and Gina Curry of District 164. Here we have a nice clip of the students getting recognized at our state capitol.
Representatives Boyd and Curry have some very special guests. Please stand as a group. We're excited to welcome this morning the Teen and Police Service Academy. The members of the Teen and Police Service Academy is a program that is hosted by the Upper Darby Police Department for high school students from Upper Darby and Monsignor Bonner and Archbishop Prendergast school districts. The goal is to improve relations between our youth and law enforcement, and the children learn about public safety, first aid, life skills, and community service opportunities. TAPS, we're so proud of your work in Upper Darby. Welcome to the floor of the House.
How neat is that? I'm happy to mention our students also participated in a March for Peace in Media, Pennsylvania. Our students even engaged in a conversation panel discussion on the important topics of gun violence and cyberbullying. The officers and I are very proud of this accomplishment. Another event the students seemed to really enjoy was learning how to give CPR. This included actual CPR certification. With that being said, thank you, Officers Connell and Friel, for engaging our students with your CPR expertise. Students were also treated with some fantastic guest speakers. Thank you, Superintendent Bernhardt of Upper Darby Police Department. Thank you, Samantha Robbins of Domestic Abuse Project, Allison Streigel from Delaware County Transportation Management Associates, Justin Abraham from the Upper Darby Fire Department, and Milton Barham from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Thank you, Scott Brooks, for setting up the staged crime scene. I'm happy to mention these learning experiences created a lot of smiles and laughter. Our graduates really did a fantastic job of interacting with officers daily. And I'm certain this connection that is formed between students and officers does not terminate here. I'm confident our students will be more than happy to positively interact with officers outside the confines of Upper Darby High School. As stated earlier, this is one of the main goals of the program, to reduce the social distance between youth and police. So I feel really good about recognizing our accomplishment here today. Students, please continue to make positive change. Continue to learn and grow. Be supportive of your peers as you take the knowledge and tools you have acquired here to our wonderful community. Remember, our doors are open, so please do not hesitate to say hi when you see us around. We all wish you a tremendous semester ahead and most certainly a promising future. At this time, I'd like to introduce Officer Bateman as he will recognize our eager students.
Congratulations, class. I'm going to read your names from your certificate. When I read your name, if you wouldn't mind, come up, collect your certificate, then come behind me and shake hands with the officers that you saw every day. Fiza Afzal. Tawheed Akhtar. Mohammed Alam. Jasmine Ashley. Mohammed Ball. Aaliyah Bozeman. Gerald Bird. Casey Campbell. Isabella Carroll. Diego De Leon Godinez. Karen Dosa. Jacoby Ferguson. Jacob Fobe. Rashid Garrison. Phyllis Lynn George. Mark Hodges. Maurice Hosendorf. Congratulations. Hai Huyen. Andrew Cove. Stephen Pasquarella. Yasir Ransom. Gershawn Singh. Joseph Taraborelli. Shan Tak. Arham Udin. Eric Varmy. Jadelyn Williams. Ibrahim Yahya. Another round of applause for our class. As a side note, Joe and Jacob are now part of our Explorers program that we are starting this year.
As it was already said, this is our third class we're graduating from Upper Darby. One of the things we did that was different with the class this semester is we did more team building activities. So I know you're all anxious to find out which team won. So throughout the semester, we had them do different tasks, and they were able to gain points for these tasks. The winning team will get a special prize, which includes a $10 gift card to Chick-fil-A. Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. So we had 6 teams. Coming in third place, Dr. Pepper with 15,965 points. In second place, Bumblebees with 16,210 points. And in first place, the winning team is the worst with 17,380 points. Also during this semester, we did something different. Thanks to Officer Connell and Friel, we were able to have our certified first aid instructors in the class, and 19 of the students were able to be certified in first aid and CPR. You should have received that in your emails this morning, and some of you received text messages, so make sure you claim your cards, okay? The students had to show up to school every single day and actually perform the tests that we give to the police officers, and some of them did extremely well. I would be lucky to have them by my side any day if I had to do CPR. I'm very proud of you guys for that. I'm going to leave you with a book that I just read. It's called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And it's advice in this book that we've talked about all semester. The first one, be impeccable with your word. Do what you say you're going to do. The second one, don't take anything personally. I see some head nods. You guys understand that one, okay? The third one, don't make assumptions. As you like to say, search it up, do your research, right? And the last one, always do your best. Don't just aim to be mediocre. Aim to be the best. I'm proud of you guys. Thank you. So we have some special awards for our students. And this is actually the first time that we had a 3-way tie for class valedictorian. These students received a perfect score, not just on the quizzes that we gave them, which were weekly, but in participation as well. So first up, I have Mark Allen Hodges. Come on up, Mark. Second up, I have Fiza Afzal. And last but not least, Arham Udin. So our officers all voted on the next ones, and we wanted to give a certificate for participation. No matter what, Mr. Uden always had some thoughts to share with the class, so he was nominated for class participation. This next one is for leadership. It's given for the student's dedication and active involvement in the class, and he could have easily gotten the participation award too. This goes to Jacob Fobe. And the last award we have is most likely to be a police officer. Believe it or not, when we go through the curriculum we have end up with more students who want to be firefighters than police officers. But I think that changed this semester. So we have one of our new Abu Dhabi Explorers. This one goes to Joseph Gabriel Tarabarelli. And now we have a student speaker who will share some insight on her experience in the class. Tawheed.
Good morning, everyone, students, officers, instructors, and families. My name is Tawheed Akhtar, and I'm from the TAPS class. I'm honored to stand before you today as we celebrate what we've accomplished together. Our time in this class has been about more than just rules or laws. It's been about understanding, trust. It's been about building understanding, trust, and connections. John C. Maxwell once said, "Trust is the foundation of leadership." And that's exactly what this class has been about, building strong, meaningful, and fun relationships between teens and police officers. From a young age, I've always been scared of police officers. I still was until this class. It might be because I think I'm going to get arrested, but this class changed everything. I was also deathly afraid of dogs, but radar changed that. When we first started this class, we all came in with a lack of knowledge about each other. Teens might have seen officers through one lens, and officers might have seen teens through another. But together, we broke those barriers and built a foundation of trust. This class has been a great experience. To the officers here today, thank you for your patience, dedication, and for showing us that policing is more than enforcing laws. It's about building community. Thank you to the families, and of course, Mr. Kadish, for making this happen. I'll miss you all so much. And to Radar, thank you for always making my day better. If you've helped me see that even the things I feared can bring joy. Thank you, and good luck to everyone in next semester's classes.
And we come to the end of our ceremony. There's one more thing we have to do for the last time. This is something that we started our class with, and the students actually have it memorized by now, and it is the TAPS Creed. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you for coming.